Alright, imagine this. You're scrolling online, minding your own business, when an ad pops up. Limited time offer, 50% off the new iPhone 17 Ultra Max Pro. You already have the iPhone 16. It's barely a year old. It works fine. But suddenly, you feel a flicker of restlessness. Maybe your phone is a little slow? Maybe you deserve the upgrade? Before you even realize it, you're rationalizing why you need something you didn't even think about 5 minutes ago. But why does this happen? Why, no matter how much we get, do we still want more? Is it greed? Is it marketing? Is it human nature? Today, we're diving into the surprising psychology behind endless desire, and how it quietly shapes everything from what we buy to how we feel about ourselves. Buckle up. Let's go deeper. The scarcity mindset, hardwired for survival. First, let's rewind about 200,000 years. Back then, humans lived in a world of scarcity. Food was unpredictable. Shelter was fragile. If you stumbled on a berry bush today, you couldn't assume it would be there tomorrow. If you didn't take more when you could, you might not survive. This reality shaped our brains. We evolved with a core belief. More equals safety. More equals survival. Fast forward to today, and even though many of us live in abundance, supermarkets stock 24/7, smartphones in our pockets, our brains haven't caught up. We still subconsciously crave more food, more security, more comfort, because deep down, part of us still thinks we might need it to survive. This is the scarcity mindset, the ancient operating system running in the background of modern life. Consumerism, the perfect storm. Now, add modern consumer culture into the mix. Advertisers know exactly how to exploit these survival instincts. They craft messages that tap into your deepest fears of missing out, falling behind, or not being enough. It's not just buy this product. It's buy this, or risk being outdated, left out, forgotten. Brands like Apple, Nike, Gucci, they don't sell phones, shoes, or handbags. They sell identity, belonging, status, worth. Even phrases like limited edition, or only 5 left in stock trigger that ancient panic button. If I don't act now, I might lose out forever. And here's the kicker. It works even when we know it's a marketing trick. That's how deep the programming runs. The hedonic treadmill. Why more never feels like enough. Maybe you've noticed this pattern. You want something desperately. You finally get it. It makes you insanely happy, for a while. Then the excitement fades. And soon you want the next thing. Welcome to the hedonic treadmill, a concept from psychology that describes how humans quickly return to a baseline level of happiness, no matter what happens. You buy your dream car. 6 months later, it's just your regular car. You finally get your dream job. A year later, you're stressing about promotions. It's not because you're ungrateful. It's because your brain adapts. It constantly recalibrates what normal looks like. And once something becomes normal, it stops triggering those happy chemicals in your brain. So you chase the next thrill, and the next, and the next, running faster, but never actually getting anywhere. Social comparison, amplified by technology. Back in the day, people compared themselves to their neighbors or the few people they knew personally. Now, thanks to social media, you're comparing yourself to millions of filtered highlight reels 24/7. Everyone else seems to be richer, fitter, happier, traveling more, succeeding more. Their lives look effortless. Yours feels messy. And this constant bombardment creates an illusion. Everyone has more than me. I'm behind. It fuels insecurity. It makes you want to catch up. It convinces you that what you have, even if it's objectively amazing, isn't enough. Psychologists call this relative deprivation, feeling poor, not because you are, but because you feel like you have less than others. And platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube? They've turned it into a billion-dollar business model. How desire shapes our identity. There's another layer most people miss. We don't just buy things. We buy identities. Wanting more isn't just about having stuff, it's about being someone. You don't just want the sports car, you want to be the person who drives one. You don't just want the fancy vacation, you want to be someone who lives that kind of life. You don't just want the designer clothes, you want to be seen as stylish, successful, desirable. In this way, consumerism doesn't just satisfy needs, it manufactures them. You're not just chasing products. You're chasing stories about who you are supposed to be. Can we ever feel enough? Here's the uncomfortable truth. As long as we believe that happiness is out there in the next job, the next phone, the next vacation, we will always feel one step behind it. Real satisfaction isn't about getting everything. It's about changing the lens through which we see what we already have. Research shows that practicing gratitude, investing in experiences over things, building strong relationships, finding meaning in work and life, actually boosts long-term happiness far more than any purchase ever will. Gratitude is the antidote to endless desire. Not because it stops you from dreaming or improving, but because it grounds you in enoughness while you do it. Real-world examples. Minimalism movement. More people are embracing minimalist living, choosing to own fewer things, prioritize experiences, and break free from the endless consumption cycle. Fast fashion backlash. Consumers are becoming more aware of the environmental and ethical cost of chasing endless fashion trends, sparking movements towards sustainable shopping. Mindful marketing. Some brands are pivoting toward transparency, promoting mindful consumption rather than relentless upgrading. The tides are slowly shifting. But the battle between ancient instincts and modern culture? Still raging inside every one of us. Final thoughts. Wanting more is not wrong. It's not weakness. It's deeply human. It's what drove our ancestors to survive harsh winters, cross oceans, invent technology, build civilizations. Desire built the world. But unchecked, it can also destroy inner peace, relationships, and the planet itself. The real challenge today isn't killing desire. It's mastering it. It's learning when to listen to it, and when to gently say, I'm good. I have enough. I am enough. Because maybe the biggest upgrade isn't outside us. Maybe it's in finally realizing that we're already complete. If you found this exploration thought-provoking, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a deep dive into the forces that shape our world. Tell me below, what's something you thought you needed but realized you didn't? I'd love to hear your story. Stay curious. Stay grounded. And I'll see you in the next one.